Yo guys, what is up? Welcome to the great Sixers vs Nets debate. I'm here with my guy, JCSportsTalk. Dude, I'm still used to calling you Eagles Talk. It's still gonna be like a little bit. So.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Hey, sometimes I slip up and try to correct myself too. But hey, I'm still an Eagles fan. I just decided to talk sports altogether. But once the season starts, believe me, the Philadelphia Eagles will be the topic of my channel day in and day out.
Okay. All right. So you're going to do all sports or just basketball and football?
I'm going to do college football. I'm a Penn State fan. I know that some people are Buckeyes fans. So when Penn State play the Buckeyes, I definitely will be, try to do live play-by-play for that. And of course, the I would do the combine, but I'm at work, and then by the time I get home, because right now I'm watching the combine right now. The tight ends are up. It started at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They did the 40, the little drills and stuff like that. So I plan on doing a lot of stuff to even talk some baseball once it finally get out the lockout. But yeah, definitely, man. I'm a man of many talents when it comes to sports.
You know what's funny? I want to get back into baseball, but it's a lockout. I picked the worst time to try to get back into baseball.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's actually not that bad. You know how baseball is so freaking long, like 162 games.
Yeah.
You know how long that is? Like, a lot of people don't even start watching baseball until like the 4th of July or something. Like, when it start getting into the after the All-Star break. Just like a lot of people. They try to do the same thing with basketball because, unless you a diehard fan of a certain team, a lot of people like watching it after the All-Star because that's when the competition start heating up. So,
yeah. So let's just get right into it, man. The Nets are playing the Heat tonight, right? And KD.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on that real quick.
Yeah, KD's back, man. I watch a lot of these Nets games, and I'm telling you right now, they were a piece away. They were missing a piece, sometimes 2 pieces away, but mainly the big piece. And KD, he missed 21 games. He missed 21 games before he went out. They were number 2 in the standings. So this is going to be a great matchup, a great test to see with the new pieces. Is Drummond playing? I don't know yet. I haven't really checked because he didn't play last game because of the slip and fall he had in the game before. So he had like a sore knee. But if Drummond plays, I think that we really, him and Adebayo, they're going to battle in the center. Seth Curry, he's a big addition. But is it at Miami or Brooklyn? I think
I'll look it up. I think it's in Miami.
Because if it's in Miami, then Kyrie will be playing, KD will be playing. So this is the closest that you're going to see a healthy Nets roster.
It's in Brooklyn. My bad. It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah. So, I mean, but KD being back is a big boost with the Heat. It's going to be a big test. What the Heats right now are second in the conference. So, I mean, yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I mean,
it is.
Is it me or does KD get injured all around the All-Star game each time?
Every time, man. I said the same thing last night, man. I was like, man, it seemed like every time he's picked the All-Star captain, he can never really play in the All-Star because it seemed like he always get hurt that midway. Maybe because up to that point, he's been asked to carry the team so much all by himself a lot of times, and either like last year, I think Kyrie was getting hurt, so he had to carry the team. So, and then this year, and we all know what's going on. It's just, this dude was an MVP before he got hurt. That's how good he was. But I like this matchup. I like to see, what this team could be with more pieces. But at least we know that help is on the way. More help could be on the way. But I want to see how this game is tonight.
Now, to me, I'm going with Miami here. It's not just because you're an S fan and all that. Because I think with KD coming back, sure, he can drop like 20 or 30 with
40.
He can do that. He can drop 40, 50. We know the stat line. He can do all that, right? But it's just like, where are the other pieces? Joe Harris is not back yet. Kyrie's not going to be able to play tonight. Simmons has no backbone. So it's just like, what is he like? Where are the other pieces that are going to help him? Seth Curry, is he playing? He's playing, right?
Yeah. You see, the thing is, with the Nets, they remind me of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like last year, not this past season, but the season before, when our whole offensive line was hurt besides Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
All they doing this year was build depth. So when we start getting these pieces in, and you know for a fact that these guys that's on the bench could come in and give some quality minutes, some good scoring, because they're so used to it throughout the whole season. Because we haven't had Joe Harris the whole season. So and Kyrie been out, the whole season until 9 games, and I think we won 1 or 2 games that he played. So KD could do it, and he got the 2 key pieces, Seth Curry and Drummond, because Patty Mills is going to give you some points. Cam Thomas is going to give you some points. Johnson, man, I forgot his name, but he's a starter. He's give you some big minutes and some starters minutes and some big points. And then you see, you still got Gaston. He's coming off the bench. I mean, this team got and don't forget old man, Aldridge.
Right. Aldridge
He's
and Griffin.
giving you some points. Griffin giving you some points. So we have enough to at least, tread water until we get all the pieces right. If KD plays, if he don't play, and we saw against Toronto, back-to-back games. One game they got blown out, and then the next game, they couldn't score for like 10 minutes, and they went on a 10-0 run, and that's how they lost the Raptors game. But with KD being back,
he's it's just him alone. It's a game changer. And right now, I looked at the standings last night. You're 3 games behind the Celtics, right?
Right now, we are 8th in the standings. Okay. And I believe that we are about 3 games behind the
Boston's
Celtics.
Been on a streak. Boston, we got destroyed by the Boston Celtics before you even got hurt.
Yeah, hey, look, Boston is going to be Boston. And they always get hot around this time, though. Like, they be getting counted out, and then all of a sudden, they come out of nowhere. Right now, the Nets are in 8th spot, and Boston, we're about 5.5 game behind Boston, because we are 9 game away from the very top. But Boston is 4.5 game away from the 1 seed, and we're 9. So we're about 5 games out. Okay. And the Raptors, we 3 games behind the Raptors in the standings.
Yeah.
So
the Raptors beat you twice back to back.
Yeah, that was a big loss, especially
that last game. That was too close. Like what?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we couldn't have enough scoring, man. Like we didn't have enough scoring. So, you tell me, hey, we lose by a point. Even on that last 3-point shot, blah blah blah, and whatever. Let's just say, hey, we lost by 4 points. Your KD will give you 20, 30 by himself. So there's no way we would have lost that game. So especially we beat the Bucks with Kyrie on Sunday and turn around and get shellacked without Kyrie. It's tough, man. It's tough to adjust to that lineup.
We beat the Bucks too. We beat the Bucks. I think it was a closer game than what you guys did, but we beat them, and that was without Harden. Yeah. Wow. I'm just telling you, man. Harden on the Sixers right now. Have you been watching the games or highlights or something?
I do. I do follow the Sixers because, like I said, I'm a Nets fan. but I still had some Philly ties. So
Right.
I'm a Nets fan because New Jersey had a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And New Jersey Nets. And then when they moved to Brooklyn, I'm not just going to say, well, I'm not a Nets fan no more. I'm just a Brooklyn Nets fan instead of, a Sixer fan because they used to be in Philly. I try to stay close, like South Jersey, it's split in two. Jersey is split in half. South Jersey are Eagles fan and North Jersey are Giants fan. But we don't have a team that's called New Jersey anything, a football team. So if we did, then I would be.
We do now.
Oh, New Jersey Generals.
Generals.
The USFL. Hey, that season kicked off, April 6th or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I still don't know which team to root for. I'm in Jersey, but I'm a Philly fan. So I'm like, do I go with the Philadelphia Stars? Or
Generals, man. You're the Generals, man. Hey, look, you might as well go with the Generals, man.
I mean, that would be the ultimate troll job. If I had the Stars with Philadelphia Stars.
Nah, man. Hey, people will just treat you like they treat me, huh? Wait, how you a Eagles fan and a Nets fan?
Well,
so
I understood it because I already knew New Jersey and all that. I got it. Like a lot of people are still like, I don't know, it makes no sense. What doesn't make sense to me? My friend is a Sixers fan and he's a Packers fan. I'm like, how does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense.
I think that started probably with his family ties or something. Like his family. I mean, was he born in Philly? I mean,
he was born in Philly, but none of his family are Packers fans. So I'm like, that makes no sense. Like to me, I'm born everything in Philly. I was born in Philly. I live in Jersey, so that works.
What part of Jersey? South, north?
South. I'm in South right now.
Well, Mount Holly, Mount Laurel,
Cherry Hill.
Yo, yeah. I used to live in Mount Laurel before I moved to Virginia.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
I have a couple of friends who live there. Yeah,
and my mom and my parents live in Mount Holly. So
okay, that is close.
I went to Rain Caucus my junior year in Mount Holly.
Yeah. I went to East. Yeah, Cherry Hill East. Boom. So when you play the Sixers, right? I mean, who's gonna guard everybody? I mean, how can you stop Embiid?
I think. Look, this upcoming March 10th game. Next Thursday. Mm-hmm. If Kyrie plays, which he should play because it's in Philly, and I don't think that Philly have a vaccination policy that players cannot play, right?
No, we do not. They just lifted our mask mandate.
Yeah. All right. So if KD and Kyrie plays, I think is a push. I honestly think it's a push because I think that Harden and Kyrie is going to cancel each other out. I think that Embiid and KD is going to cancel each other out. It's going to come to your third player, your fourth player, your bench. So and Maxey been balling. He's been balling out right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on our side, to me, Cam Thomas is our Maxey, but he comes off the bench. So that's a good thing for us now. And now we've got Seth Curry that could neutralize Maxey. So now that's a push.
But for the defense, he can't stop anybody. Curry can't stop anyone on defense.
Harden can't stop nobody on defense.
Harden's a little bit better defender than Curry.
You saw the game last night? Did you see the game last night? Harden cannot stop anybody on defense. Harden has never been that guy. Yes, he had 5 steals 1 game ago. Trust me. Harden has never been a defensive player his whole career, but he could play defense if you kind of talk bad about him. Hey, you trash. Hey, you can't play defense. And then he'll show you like Michael Vick used to do. Hey, you can't throw the ball. And then next Sunday, all he did was throw the ball. But that's not his specialty. His specialty is more of an offense minded. So if Seth can't, play defense, Harden can't play defense. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be Tobias Harris. What can he do? Tybal, what can he do in your bench? So like us, it's going to come back to a Patty Mills, Aldridge. What could they do? Cam Thomas, what could he do with Blake Griffin? What could they do? But besides that, I think this game is going to be heavily on the 3-on-3.
Yep.
And who could stay out of foul trouble? Because like I don't see anybody guarding Embiid down low without getting in foul trouble. But we could throw a couple bodies at him. You know what I mean? And the good thing is this, that Embiid, he don't really like 100% down low. He's all around. You know what I mean? He's at the 2-point line, the 3-point line. You know, he's at the mid-range and lately the pick and roll. And so he's all over. So, but what I saw last night with the Knicks, if that was any other team and y'all were down like that, like team that could shoot, because the Knicks was missing wide open shot in the third quarter and the fourth. Hey, y'all would have got an L. Like honest truth, y'all would have taken an L. Y'all would have taken an L. Come on now. You can't honestly tell me if y'all was playing a better team than the Knicks and y'all were down by 14, 16 points.
And then we won by 20.
No, y'all didn't win by no 20. No, y'all didn't win by 20.
123 to 108.
I mean, what that last I don't know about that, but no. The thing is this, man. I'm trying to tell you, if y'all were playing any other team, y'all were down and they had offense to continue scoring. The Knicks were missing shots. Y'all weren't stopping them.
We were missing shots in the first half. We were playing terrible in the first half. We were turning over.
I hear you.
We were doing that.
But you also went down by 16. I mean, look, I don't think. Look, I really think that if y'all gonna rely on Maxey every night to be your third star every night, day in and day out, I don't know. I mean, like I can't tell you because James Harden, look, right now is not a guaranteed 30 guy every night, unless he was just trolling the Nets. But look, I'm telling you right now, when he has weapons around him, he doesn't have to be a 30-something guy. So now he's gonna rely on people around him. And then if they start missing shots, look, I mean, I can't wait for that matchup just to see, how both teams is going to do. But it is what it is, But I came on here to talk about the trade, the Simmons and Harden trade that y'all Sixers are in y'all feelings about. Y'all really in y'all feelings. Yes.
What do you see on Twitter, man? What do you see on Twitter?
No, I'm telling y'all in your feelings, man. Because y'all keep saying who won the trade. After every game on Twitter, who won the trade? Who won the trade?
Yeah.
Like y'all won a championship. Like every game.
You know what that son of a bitch put us through? So technically we did win because of what he put us through.
But let's talk about these two guys, right? Let's talk about Harden real quick. As a Nets fan, I had, up close look at James Harden.
You did?
And to me, James Harden, if things are not going well, he's done. Mentally, he's not there. And that's what's wrong with James Harden. He needs, everything has to be perfect for him to play. If not, why would you quit on the Brooklyn Nets, right? Yes, even though he said it now, hey, my first choice was the Sixers. But at the same time, you played well with the Nets. You was happy with them last year. But this year, he had to take a little bit more responsibility because of the whole Kyrie situation. And then once KD went down, and he felt salty. He felt that Kyrie was not going to sacrifice and take the vaccination. So he was like, all right, you know what? Bump it. And let me do what I can to leave right now. And to me, I would rather have Ben Simmons that literally told you from the jump, he ain't coming. I'm not showing up at all. It's up to y'all to either do whatever y'all want. But what would you rather have? A teammate that's on the battlefield with you and quit, or someone that don't even show up so now you could adjust before you even go into war?
To me,
talk to me. Yes.
To me, I want the guy who will pay max money to play.
Take money out because they're both making money. They're both making money. Harden is making money to quit, literally quit on the spot. And now you got a team that's fighting by themselves because you got a star that's not happy because he don't have no help. What kind of crap is that?
I mean,
So
what kind of crap is it saying like all this stuff about your teammates and stuff when they actually volunteer to go fly out to you, Embiid, Tobias, Thibault, and you were like, nah, I'm good. He didn't want anything to do with us. So I'd rather have a guy who willing to play and just like, you know what? Boom, we're good. We're at it.
No, that makes no sense. Your argument is not making sense because you said you rather have a guy that are willing to play, but he quit on the court on multiple teams while playing.
He played more than Simmons.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Y'all knew that Simmons was not playing to begin with, so y'all went out and try to, and do what y'all can so y'all could start the season without Simmons. I didn't know that Harden was going to quit. I did not know that James Harden was going to quit. Did you know that? No one knew that. So how could you see? And that's what I'm saying. But how could you say, hey, you know what? Man, that's the guy I want right there. That guy right there, James Harden, boy, that's one I want. The guy that quit on our team, 2 teams, back-to-back season, playing with one of the greatest players in NFL and NBA history in KD, and still managed to say, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to leave him hanging. You know what? Hey, I'm out of here. What kind of BS is that?
Now, go back to the Rockets days, right? I'm not talking about the Thunder with him and the Heat and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Rockets, right? They were 1 game away from beating the Warriors. 1 game. And then Chris Paul gets injured. He balled out. They didn't win. So he felt like yeah, they lost.
No, but Chris Paul got hurt like game 5.
No, it was game 6.
Okay, and they had one of the worst 3-point shooting performance in NBA history. So it wasn't that he bought himself out. No, he shot himself out because he couldn't make a shot. He kept on shooting threes and missing. He's not that dude to carry a team without plenty of help. He need help. Like Chris Paul and him, they did great things together. But once Chris Paul went down, they had the Warriors down, 3-2?
It was
3-2, right?
When Chris Paul went out? No, it was 3-3, I thought. And then Chris Paul went out. He went out in the third. He went out in the 6th game. So it was like 3-2, then the Warriors won. So it'll be 3-3.
No, the Warriors had to win back-to-back games. Warriors had to win back-to-back games.
Right.
So that means the Warriors was down 2-3. Best out of 7.
He got injured in that 6th game, and they were 3-2. That's basically what I just said.
Yeah, but then who was still there? Harden was still there.
So
he couldn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing?
He couldn't do nothing once Chris Paul got hurt. He couldn't close it out because, the Rockets,
the mighty Warriors team,
they were up on them when Chris Paul went out.
Yeah.
If you watch that game, they could have. I'm telling you right now, if James Harden was not shooting threes and shooting them out, they would have won that game without Chris Paul. They would have. I watched that finals game. On that conference finals game.
Yeah.
He just can't. He's not that dude unless you have a lot of help around him. Y'all got Embiid.
I mean, there's no way that when Chris Paul was out, there was no way that James Harden could have won against the Warriors. You need help to that Warriors team. This league nowadays, you need 2 or 3 stars.
See, you keep saying that, but if you watch that game, once Chris Paul went out, the Rockets were up when Chris Paul went out. Regardless, if Draymond was there, Curry was there, Harden started missing a lot of shots because he felt the pressure. He started missing a lot of shots. And that's why the Warriors went on this run and won that game. And then game 7 was one of his worst shooting game in NBA history. The Rockets as a whole was I think 10 for 40 something, and threes. So, I mean, besides that, name me another game that you say, you know what, Harden took us to the finals. Harden was the reason why we won that playoff game on his back. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I guarantee you right now, I'm going to knock on wood. Embiid need to stay healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Not Embiid.
Yes.
Harden was not going to take you nowhere. He might not even get you out the first round. If if Embiid is not there, because
Of
y'all
course, we
lost
need
shooting.
Embiid. We need Embiid and Harden together.
See, but that's what I'm saying. But that's not even going to be enough without another third guy to ball out every night with them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Because I think that KD and Kyrie, with the stars around them, with Drummond, with Seth, they could beat any team. Because KD is that good. Yo, KD and Giannis last year, and you saw it. Man, this dude played every minute, back-to-back games. Yo, this dude was 40-something, 50. I mean, monster.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
he did.
So I'm just saying, man, like Harden to me, I'm not going to say, hey, he's trash. I'm not going to say that at all. Y'all Sixer fans out there, y'all keep saying that Ben Simmons is trash because y'all butt hurt, because y'all feelings hurt, right?
For what he put us through.
It doesn't matter. Is he trash or not?
On the defense, he's good. On the offense, he's trash.
That's not what I'm asking you right now. Is Ben Simmons trash as a player, as a basketball player? Is he trash?
As a basketball player, he is not.
Every player got weakness and stuff like that. Hey, LeBron James, he can't shoot free throws. Is he trash? Like, so
that's free throws compared to.
But I'm just saying, but that's free. It's like right there, free. The same issue that Ben Simmons had. He can't shoot free throws, so he don't want to get fouled. But nobody ever compared Ben Simmons to freaking the GOAT either. Like nobody. So
they compared Ben Simmons to LeBron right out of the gate.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. I can find you the comparison right now. Out of the gate.
First of all, I don't consider LeBron the GOAT to begin with.
I don't either.
Okay, so when I say compare LeBron to the GOAT, was Michael Jordan.
To me, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, yeah. But look, it is what it is, Blue City, man. Look, it is what it is. But the thing is, y'all still butthurt because he didn't play that 1 year for y'all. Mitch, I told you, I went back and watched your video when Embiid got hurt with his meniscus, against in game 7, I think, or game 6, before y'all played the Hawks. You was jumping up and down about how good Ben Simmons was. A triple-double that night. He was so good. That was a year ago.
Utah? Was that against Utah?
No, that wasn't against Utah. No, that was in a playoff game.
Against the Hawks? Or
no, before y'all got to the Hawks. Who did y'all play? Against the Wizard, I think it was. Who did y'all play last year before y'all played the Hawks?
Well, Embiid didn't get injured last year in the playoffs.
Are you kidding me? Yes, he did. His meniscus. He kept on missing games or like one game there.
He played though.
I'm telling you, Mitch. Hey, go back and check your videos, man. Embiid did not play. Seth Curry had a 30-point game last year. Your video literally says a year in the playoffs because you kept on talking about how now Embiid could rest before we face the Hawks. You were so excited. Come on, man. Your Ben Simmons scored a triple-double, and now all of a sudden he can't play. He's trash. That's what I'm saying, that y'all logic behind him being trash is because y'all butthurt is not because he can't play. It's just y'all butthurt. I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just going back to game 5. I'm going to game 5 against the Hawks, right? I tweeted out, how's Ben Simmons doing? And everyone was like, Mitch, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. We're up by 30. We lost the game because of Ben Simmons. I'm just talking about that moment.
Y'all were up by 20 on multiple games last year.
Yeah, I'm talking about game 5 and game 7.
But y'all can't blame Ben Simmons if y'all were up by 20 and y'all lost because y'all let the team come back.
I'm not putting it all on Ben Simmons. I'm not putting it all on Ben Simmons. No.
That's what we are talking about. You talking about Ben Simmons is this because, game 5, he wouldn't shoot. We lost. No, y'all were up multiple games last year. And y'all lost 4-1, by the way. And 2 of those games, y'all were up by 20 and 26. And y'all lost. So how the hell is that Ben Simmons' fault?
Because they kept on hacking him to the line. Hack a Ben.
You gotta be kidding me.
What do you mean? You
And
gotta
so
be
that
kidding me?
means
Hackabend.
so that means
Whenever he got the ball, he fouled, went to the line, and missed.
Hackabend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. But don't y'all have a defense too that y'all need to stop them from making fouls, shots?
Yeah, Curry couldn't stop
Y'all
anything.
could,
And we
y'all
didn't have
could,
Danny
it's
Green.
a team. Y'all blew that game. Bad coaching and bad team execution. That's all it was. That's all it was. I guarantee you, y'all win last year. We're not having this discussion this year.
If we won
If y'all
and
beat
Ben
the
Simmons
Hawks
did not
last
go
year,
down the way he did, we would not be having this conversation right now. I agree with you on that.
and I could have sworn after one game, then y'all put him on Trae Young and he locked them down like the whole
Trae Young
game.
still put up 30.
No. Who did y'all switch after the first loss, whatever it is? Y'all switched Ben Simmons on somebody and he locked them down because that person was killing y'all. So I'm telling you, like, man, I didn't make no videos about it, but I watched the games. And I'm telling you, I was like, there's no way these guys are going to lose. And all of a sudden, y'all started losing. And it wasn't because of Hackabend. It was because whatever coaching that Doc was doing, y'all players would stop making shots. We could say the same thing about Brooklyn Nets when they lost to Milwaukee.
No, you
Nah, you just a hater, man. Hey, you just a hater, Blue City.
No, Blue City, you couldn't.
Hey,
KD's foot was on the line. I agree.
Hey,
like, what? No.
Hey, and not even that. Hey, Kyrie was not there, and Harden battled through a hamstring injury, and I would have benched Harden last year. Because he was no help.
Right.
He was not helping. He was hurting the Nets. See, that's coaching to me, but they want to hurt his ego and bruise himself because he hurt the Nets last year, and KD had to try to make up for his lack of shooting, his lack of explosiveness, and all that stuff. But now I think there's a lot of butthurt Sixer fans out there that keep calling Ben Simmons trash. He's not trash. You can't call a 25, three-time All-Star, two-time first team All-NBA Rookie of the Year trash because he don't play 1 year for y'all. How is that possible? That makes no sense to me.
No, we were backing him up for 5 years, right? We kept on backing up. It was like, we don't need him to shoot. We don't need him to shoot. We don't need him to shoot for years and years and years. And then now it's just like, it's just a flippant choice. That's the way Philly works. That's
and you proved my point.
Work. You know that.
Yeah, I do know that. But you proved my point, though. You said that for 5 years, and y'all say, hey, we don't need him to shoot. He still made, 3 All-Star games. He's still locking down players left and right. I mean, yes, he got a flaw in his game. But guess what? When Embiid was out last year, he had a 30-point game, I think, against the Utah Jazz.
It was against Utah, yes.
Yeah, he had a 30-point game. So he could play, man. Like, he could shoot if he wants to. But last year was a mentally... Okay, but he's not
scared.
trash.
He's scared. He's scared.
No, I don't know anything.
Because, it was the same thing in LSU. He pulled the same shit in LSU. How he wouldn't go to class. Like, what? He pulled the same thing. This is like every single time. Now you're going through it with him now with his back thing.
I'm not going through it with anything. Like, how do I know his back is not hurt?
His back is not injured. He did nothing.
Okay, but
what did he do to injure his back?
Hey, you know something? This reminds me of guys that come. Look, they don't play for a while, and then they try to get ready so fast they hurt themselves. Like Carson Wentz, right? He was trying to do everything he can to get back so fast that he broke his back. I don't know how. Like, hey, it's an athlete thing. If you haven't played, you've been sitting your butt at home. Yes, we see you in the gym taking shots, but that's not wrapping up for the season. That's not ramping up enough for the season. And now you try to do some things. Yes, back being inflated to me because I do have a back issues, but I'm also a personal trainer. A lot of that stuff is your hamstring is so tight that your lower back and stuff like that, it can't. Like your hamstring, it's really your hamstring because you're trying to ramp up so fast and you're not in game shape or good conditioning. And now it's like, man, I got to help him get there. Boom. So I don't know. There's one thing you can't prove is back injuries. You cannot prove back injuries. You can't. You can't. I mean, you can take an MRI. Okay. Well, I don't see nothing. But hey, my back hurt. But it's
just like we haven't seen him do anything though. It's like, and the report coming out how when he was in Philly, he was scared to even show his face. Like he wouldn't even go to like a gym anywhere. He had to drive 2 hours away to go to a gym.
Look,
it's coming back from.
I'm not arguing with y'all. Let me see. What did he say?
He was like, yes, coming back from injury, not coming back from having your feelings being hurt.
Okay, look,
I think
but look, hey, I'm not saying that Ben wasn't in his head later on in the, in the late, playoff series, a game 5, 6, and 7 or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But a lot of fans was kind of blaming him a lot for a team losing because they were up by 20 and 26. A lot of fans was blaming him like he was solely responsible.
Yeah, and I said that.
How's that fair?
Look at it, Doc Rivers, the rotations. You got to look at it, Danny Green being out. And I hate using injuries as an excuse. I freaking hate it.
Yeah, you just told me that before we started.
Yeah, I did. And I freaking hate it because Danny Green was out. And I didn't know Danny Green would make that much of an impact. I didn't know that then. I was like, what? And now he just sucks. It's just like, who cares? It's Danny Green. Now he sucks.
Look, I can't wait till he comes back. Okay, so
Danny Green is playing.
No. I'm talking about Ben Simmons.
Oh,
I can't wait till he actually suit up and
he's not going to play next Thursday. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Look, I could care less if he played the regular season or not. I think we have enough to make a playoff push without him.
You
do. Yeah. So now my thing is this: when we get into the playoffs, then yeah, I get it. But I don't know, man. Look, I really think long term, short term, the Sixers win the trade if y'all win a title.
That's all I wanted to hear.
If y'all win a title.
Yeah. If we win, I agree. It's
title bust.
Yep.
It's title bust. Because, hey, with James Harden, he getting up there in age. He's injury prone the past 3 years. Like, he missed significant games, like 2-3 weeks at a time because of hamstrings. And we know that Embiid health is always in question, like Carson Wentz. Every time Embiid go down, I'm like, oh, get up. Like, he seems like he's like clumsy sometimes when he goes up for a rebound because he's so tall and then just come down. Like, I'm like, wait, what was
We've
that?
Seen that with big man so many times.
Yeah, so y'all have a very short window in order to win this trade. But I ain't say, hey, y'all win this trade yet at all. This trade is not won at all by y'all. But long-term wise, when you look at the Brooklyn Nets, setup wise, with KD and Kyrie, the vaccine, and then Ben Simmons, he's still young. With Seth Curry, he's still pretty much young. He's been 6-7 years,
something like that. Yeah, he's been on multiple teams. So. He's been like around the horn.
Yeah. And so my only question is Drummond, how much he has in the tank. But hey, according to you, hey, when Embiid was out, this dude was a monster.
He was. Drummond was a monster. I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying. So how could the Nets lose this trade when y'all equipped them with armor? We didn't have a big man.
This is what the Twitter. I don't trust Twitter. I only trust a couple people on Twitter here and there. So this is what people say. Yo, what's good, BOLC? Thank you for popping in. What's about this Twitter and about this trade thing is because Ben Simmons is not playing. That's the only reason.
And they mad. They mad. They mad that he didn't show up for the season. If he starts playing like, even if he don't score, look, he could score 12 to 15 points easy in his sleep, just off a second chance and dunks and fast break. So if he could give 12 to 15 points, but with the type of defense that he's going to be playing on, basically probably the best offensive player on any team. So he's going to be the Klay Thompson, for the Warriors. Like, hey, you always put on the best, So that's what he's going to do for us.
Yeah.
So now, I'm telling y'all, hey, this trade, I love this trade. Matter of fact, I told
Dante?
Philly the podcast
Oh,
last year.
Joe Castro.
Yes. I told him, hey, I would trade Kyrie for Ben, but I did not want Harden to get traded. I wanted Kyrie to get traded because he's a drama queen and he's unreliable. So I wanted
I didn't
that
want
to happen
Kyrie,
last year. But that's what I wanted. I wanted Kyrie for Ben. I do for one with no players. I don't care. Give me Ben. Y'all take Kyrie. That's it. But it didn't happen, man. It happened,
it didn't happen.
It
And
just got Harden.
I said this before. I actually wanted Beal before Harden because I thought the fit would be better. But man, was I proved wrong right now in these 3 games. But against the Cavs on Friday, against the Heat on Saturday, and then we get the Nets next week. We got a tougher stretch. So I'm enjoying these 3 wins. Don't get me wrong. But I want to see them against real competition like the Cavs, Heat, Nets. I want to see that. And I was watching your Nets play the Celtics. I was doing a live play-by-play. And I was like, the Nets have no defense. I was like, what? Boston was making everything.
We had all bench players. Like, we didn't have nobody. Like, we have nobody. That's the thing. Like when you had
that bad.
Blake Griffin didn't play. We had a lot of people out. Like, we literally had all bench players playing. Like, we had relied on Seth Curry. I think he just came.
Curry was there. Drummond was there.
He's the one that we are relying on right now. Nobody else. We want. So imagine that. Would you ever rely on Seth Curry to be your number 1 guy on any team? No.
What's up, Lucas? Thank you for being here. But
we're desperate.
last season, last playoffs, Curry was our second option, which is like unacceptable. Second or third, depending on Tobias if he wanted to play or not.
And he showed up in the playoffs too.
Curry did.
He showed up in the playoffs. He
scored 30 points, and then he also got 30 points scored on him. So it's like give and take with Curry. I want to talk about the bench because our bench sucks. Your bench have us beat. Your bench is better than ours. I'm just being straight up.
You know why? Hey, before I go into the bench, these 3 games that y'all just played remind me of the Eagles' last 4 games. Like, y'all playing, really little to no competition until we played the Bucks. We saw how that ended up, right, Mitch? And we got our backs blown out. You know what I mean? So I'm not even, harping on these 3 games that y'all played. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's not even about the regular season to me. It's about the postseason. If you're excited about the regular season, then your team is not going far at all. Like, to me, the playoff is where the game starts. It's not the regular season. So that's why I'm not even worried about the Nets, in an 8th spot or 7th spot, because I want them to go on the road. You know why? Kyrie can play. So I want them to be as low as possible.
So you technically want them to lose more than you still want them to win, but you don't want them to go up higher.
I mean, we will always be on the road unless we go up to number 4. And then we'll start off with 4 and 5 a matchup. And then we'll start off at home. But if we're 5 and below, we're going to start off on the road. And I have every confidence in the world that we could go out on the road of full roster and beat any team. So,
hold on. We literally beat the Bucks right before the All-Star game with no Harden. What do you mean, no competition? Damn right, it's all about the playoffs. Yeah, your Suns are making the playoffs. Your Suns are good. They're my pick to win the whole thing.
Iverson vlog. But no, I mean, and that's nothing too. People say, hey, yeah, we beat these teams with no Harden. It's not about the teams y'all beat before the trade. It's the teams y'all beat after the trade. Because it doesn't matter if Harden never beat the Bucks with Embiid together, because those are the competition that people want to see, Harden and Embiid playing, not before the trade happened. And so stop saying that, hey, we beat the Bucks, we beat the with no Harden. Okay, but we don't care about that. We care what team y'all going to beat with Harden after the trade.
And we're 3-0 after the trade.
Yeah, and people are not impressed because of the competition y'all played, the 3-0.
Yeah, I said that. All right. But did Brooklyn lost to the Raptors twice on the road? That was
Yeah,
after the trade, though.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
after the trade.
Yeah, they just did. Matter of fact, yeah.
Our third
Toronto.
option is better than y'all's, though.
Let me see.
He's
Our
talking about
third option
Maxey.
is better than.
He's talking about Maxey.
Yeah, I know who
Maxey's
you're
a
talking about.
dog. Like right now, he's a dog. I still can't believe he dropped that low to us last year in the draft. I still can't believe it.
Okay, but he says our third option is better than yours, though. If you're relying on your third option, then you're in trouble. Like,
He's
is
not
your
relying on the third option. He's comparing. I think he's comparing.
okay? Yeah, I mean, look, we went through it in the beginning. Like the first three to me are a push. Like it's a push because Seth Curry could make more shots, more points than Maxey. Am I right or wrong? He's our third option. Seth
Curry's the third
Curry,
option right now. He can make
yes,
more threes, but when it comes to buckets, I'll go with Maxey when it comes to pure buckets.
Hey, that's on my check. That's why everybody shoot threes now because threes are more than twos, and there's buckets.
True. That is
so
true.
Come on now. So look, hey, that's a push. Maxey and Seth Curry push. KD and Embiid push. Kyrie, Harden push. Tobias Harris. Yo, I'll take Aldridge over Tobias Harris right now.
Because Tobias really is like.
And that's your fourth option. And that's your fourth option. Aldridge is our fourth option.
Wait, I thought Aldridge came off the bench.
Look, I'm telling you right now, for matchup purposes, if you're a coach, if you're looking at this game like I'm looking at it, like whose fourth option is better? I'll take Aldridge over Tobias. And y'all try to trade Tobias. And y'all couldn't
because of that contract. He's not worth that contract. That's what
and he wasn't producing.
Last season he was. This season he's not doing anything.
It's all about this season. Y'all try to trade him this season.
I'm just saying. Last season he was an all-star. He should have made it. But yeah, in my opinion, of course you're going to say this. Embiid better than KD, Harden better than guy. Of course you're going to say that. But obviously it's a push. I agree with that to an extent, but it's a push. It's definitely a push.
So hey, I can't wait. And the Cavs, to me, hey, they're too young to be like 18. Y'all be like, hey, this is a measuring test for us. Y'all are superior than the Cavs. Like, let's get that out there. Because yes, I know y'all say, hey, our next few games is going to be hard, the Cavs and stuff like that. Y'all should dominate the Cavs. Like, there are pups. Y'all are like grown bulldogs over there. The Cavs are pups. And y'all should y'all should be able to show up and they get intimidated and run away. Whoever.
Yeah. So here's the thing. My man Lucas brought up a point. Matisse Thybulle. Are you worried about his defense at all? Or
who's he gonna if he's on KD, hell no. Because he's going to play KD.
Is KD going to play the 4 or is Aldridge going to play the 4?
I mean, look, it depends.
Because one is Kyrie, right? Kyrie's 1, Curry's 2, KD 3, or it depends on who's playing, I guess, right?
I mean, it all depends on matchup.
Exactly my point. So Thybulle and KD, I will have to take KD, honestly.
But I think that Doc is going to put your best defender on the best scorer. That's why I'm saying no, it don't matter. Because why would you put your best defender on who? Seth Curry, on who?
It makes no sense. You got to put him on.
And don't put him on Kyrie because he's just gonna get left in the dust because Kyrie Uncle Drew is so fast. So I mean, so y'all have to put him on KD, and regardless. And KD could score over anybody. Even Giannis, it was trying to stop KD last year in the playoffs. That dude dropped 49. So I mean, there's no defense for KD and Thybulle. No, I'm not. He gonna waste so much energy trying to guard KD that his offense is probably not gonna be counted on.
We can bring a double on someone because I know Ben ain't taking threes. Well, no. Ben's probably not even going to play.
Hey, if Ben's not taking threes, but Seth Curry, Patty Mills, Kim Thomas, Kyrie Irving, I mean, you can only double so much. Even Aldridge, hey, he take threes and make it.
Griffin can take threes and make it.
And so to me, is man, it's hard to double KD because there's shooters around him. Like Seth Curry took the role of Joe Harris. You know what I mean? Because last year,
I can see that. Now, when Joe Harris comes back, right?
I don't
Harris
think he's
is still coming off the bench.
I don't think he's coming back though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't. I think he's done for the season. Like, there's no rumors on him practicing, ramping up anything, and we almost at the playoffs. So if you haven't played all year, and you know what I mean, so you don't want to do that.
Didn't play all year. It's kind of like a certain somebody.
And I think the reason why we lost the playoffs last year against the Bucks was Joe Harris was like 1 for 10 in 3-point shots. Like, he was a no-show last year. So he was our Ben Simmons last year in the playoffs. Joe Harris.
Yeah. And Curry had those games too for us. Curry had those games too. Everyone has those games. Yeah. We just got DeAndre Jordan. My video.
Woo-hoo! Yeah. Woo! Man, that's what y'all needed. Yes.
Yeah, we needed a backup.
DeAndre.
We needed a backup center. I mean, Willie Cauley-Stein is going to be gone. Paul Millsap is shorter, older than DeAndre Jordan. So honestly,
and I think that's where y'all messed up. I can't believe y'all threw Andre Drummond in that trade. That was the most stupidest thing I've seen, especially with Embiid. You know, sometimes, hey, look, he got to take a break. But Drummond, to throw him in a trade as okay, all right, and just give us Harden. I think Jordan and Drummond.
That would be actually funny. That would be funny.
Yeah. But look, so that right there made the deal even sweeter for me. Drummond was the guy we needed to battle in the center for us. We had Glaskin, this tall Glaskin. And then we had old man Blake Griffin. Those were our guys.
Lucas, we already been through this. If we win the title this year, then we want to trade.
Next year.
Or next year, give it 2.
Yeah, I give y'all 2 years.
And then the future, he said Brooklyn. So it makes sense.
Yeah, because Harden opted for next year already. So technically, y'all have 2 solid years. And then he'll be 35, 36. So
knowing Daryl Morey, he's going to sign that extent. He's going to have Harden sign that extension after next year. I just see it.
I think if
I don't want to do that because of money-wise, but
if he's not winning championships, man, I'm telling you right now, James Harden is about trying to go to the team that's going to make him win a championship. That's it. Hey, he's going to be jumping from team to team if he thinks. So 2 years. If y'all don't win the championship in 2 years, it's hard to see him, staying there. It's hard because Embiid is the man.
Well, yeah, he is. Seth is standing up there, but he can shoot. Shooters last a long time in this league. Very long time. So that's why I made a video saying, like, if JJ Redick comes back from retirement, I'll take him.
Yeah, he don't have to bang down low, so his body, it don't have a lot of wear and tear. And look at LeBron James. LeBron James, the older he got, right? And he hate going to the middle now. Like, he don't like to play that bully ball no more. That's why he's taking so many threes. Because his body's getting older. So shooters will always be a shooter now. Look at Ray Allen, man. This dude was shooting the lights out like crazy. Shooters is going to be shooters.
So I want to answer this question because I have been thinking about this a little bit. Mitch, let's just say Harden quits on y'all like Houston and Brooklyn.
Good question. Yes.
Yeah, then what would your thoughts be on him? Well, I would be upset. 1. 2, I don't think it would happen. I mean, he did. No. Let me finish this.
Answer the question. Answer his question.
I will. Was Daryl Morey there when Harden was still on the Rockets, or was Daryl Morey already gone?
How long Morey been your GM?
This is the first year.
That's his first year?
Second.
Because this is Harden quits on the Rocket last year. Like in the first 3 weeks of the season. So he quit last year and then went to Brooklyn and then quit like this year. So it's just like
when he quit on Houston, was that when Daryl Morey Thank you. Morey was already gone. So that's my point.
But what does that mean?
The relationship of that, I guess. Like they're like
Okay.
very, very close.
I still want you to answer that question, though,
I
Mitch.
am.
I mean,
I am.
and you
Don't
beating
worry.
around the bush. I
I'm
want you
not
to answer
eating
that
around the
question.
bush. The reason I
Go ahead.
how would I feel? I would be
Yes.
upset. I honestly would be upset, kind of like how Ben Simmons quit on us and stuff like that. It sucks when a player quits on your team. It sucks. I
Hmm.
mean, we don't want to see that. Obviously, we don't. But it would suck if he quits. My
Hey, would
thoughts
it
will be
change
on him.
your
He'll be a
opinion?
quitter, and I'll hate him just as much as I hate Ben Simmons.
All right. So, hey, so look, y'all can't hate on people when they say Harden is a quitter. Look, as a matter of fact, hey, I want you to exit chat, man, whatever. Who would you rather have? A guy that's going to quit on you in the middle when time get rough, or a guy that told you from the jump, I'm not coming to work, find my replacement. And he told you, I'm not coming to work, find my replacement. Hey, I appreciate you, Iverson. Thank you very much. But so who would y'all rather have? A guy that's in the middle of a job and he say, you know what? I'm walking away. I quit and keep you busting your butt at the job, or a guy that told you, hey, I ain't coming in, so find my replacement. Who would y'all rather have? And that's the scenario we are at right now. Harden quit while playing a game. Hey, did you saw that? Man, they were playing against. Man, I forgot what team they were playing against, but Brooklyn was up by 13, and the ball went into the backcourt. Harden was jogging, and then he just let the ball, and then the other team came and snatched it. He started quitting then. He started to quit then, and that's how Harden is. He started to show you slowly but surely, hey, slowly but surely, I'm about to quit. So it's up to you to try to come on, Harden. Hey, let's get, and KD was playing that game that night. The Nets were up on the road. So that was before Kyrie came in. You know what I mean? But they had KD, Harden, and they were up by 13, and he still was willing to say, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, Ben did quit against the Hawks. We're not going through that again. But I just want to bring this up as well. I want to talk about the work ethic, right? Because James Harden always worked on his game even though he quit, right? He probably still worked on his game off the court and everything. Ben Simmons never worked on his game. He never did. So does that worry you? How he never put enough work into his game, into his craft? Does that bother you a little bit?
You see him? Don't you see him in the offseason? Hey, wasn't he teasing y'all all off season with him making threes and jump shots and left and right? And so he's working on his game. Hey, nobody said, hey, he wasn't never working on his game, because he showed y'all on YouTube. Like you see him making threes after threes after threes after threes. So I mean, so I can't, speak for James Harden work ethic, because I saw the same thing you saw. At the Sixers stadium, arena, he's making shots. Okay. But I saw the same thing with Ben Simmons making threes, exact same shot that people said that he couldn't make. He was trolling y'all. He was making them over and over and over.
The main reason that everyone was pissed is that at those viral videos or whatever, he didn't do that in the game when it mattered the most.
I think that was all season.
We knew that he could do it, but he didn't have the balls or the mentality to do it in the real game.
But I think it was after this offseason. I saw those videos. After this offseason, he was in the gym making threes. After this offseason. So
it was after this season, offseason. Oh my God. It was this last offseason and offseason before. It was the last two. It was the last two he did that. But he never did it in a game when it mattered the most. It's like, just shoot it. He was wide open. He just never did it. I mean, sure, you can put it up against a practice game or whatever. He did that. And the whole crowd was cheering and laughing and having a good time. But it's just do it in a real game when it mattered the most. And that's why everyone is mad at him about the Hawks series. Because he didn't do it when it mattered the most. What did we give up on to get him? Even if he does quit, he's only a 2-year contract, and we're going to win in both years, okay? That video of Ben shooting at the Barclays Center was from last year. That was literally Tobias passing him the ball. Ben Simmons been shooting threes in a video because he ever quit on us. He never quit on us. Okay, and when he does, he probably doesn't shoot. I mean,
Yes, so he could shoot, man.
he could.
It's a mental block from just like Markelle Fultz, right? And Marcus Fultz, man, hey, he went to the Sixers, and then all of a sudden he couldn't shoot. He had the hips, he could not shoot.
There's
It
this
was like
viral video of
something.
Markel Fultz. Did you see it when he was at the foul line? He was like bobbling the ball and stuff.
No, I
Like,
didn't.
you got to look that up. I'll send
Okay.
you the video, but it's so funny. He was like at the free throw line and going like, and then airball. But hey, I'm glad Markel is doing better. He dropped 10
Exactly.
points.
Hey, he left Philly and he's doing better. So, hey, who knows? Ben Simmons, he leave Philly. Once he get on the court, I do believe he's probably maybe dodging the March 10th game because he hasn't played in a while, so he don't want to be, that's his first game in action, against a hostile environment. Okay, I get it. But I really think once he start playing again, he's gonna start having fun again with KD, with sometimer Kyrie and Seth Curry, his buddy from the Sixers, Drummond. So he has some friendly faces over there to help him get through whatever happened in Philly.
If Ben ends up shooting threes in Brooklyn and taking at least 2 or 3 and making them, he's going to be in the finals.
Yes, sir.
Ben just doesn't have the Philly attitude. I was going to say that, like Maxey and Embiid. Like, you can tell Embiid and Maxey actually want it. Well, at least Markel Fultz doesn't quit on us. That's another thing as well I was going to bring up. But
y'all booed him to death, though. Hey, y'all booed him and kicked him out of Philly fast. Hey,
Harden makes his team better, and Ben is a liability on offense.
And Harden is a liability on defense.
It's like a two-way street.
It's not. What you mean a two-way street?
I mean, what you're saying, Ben Simmons is liability on offense. For us now, Harden's a liability on defense.
He is. So
I mean, we make that up with Thibault and Embiid.
And we make that up with Curry, Kyrie, Seth, Patty Mills, Aldridge, Blake. I mean, Cam Thomas, Johnson. I
don't like either team, but you all have a good chance in the finals. But if you all make it, let us win. He's a Phoenix Suns fan, so of course.
He's a Suns fan.
That's against the Knicks, Lucas. That's against the Knicks. One game, I was excited. I was like, man, it's 5, but I want to see him in a very good game, like the Cavs and the Heat on Saturday.
Hey, Lucas, I'm a Nets fan, so I saw him play last year for us. And look, he'll give you a triple-double. And also, Harden, he leads the league this year still in average amount of turnovers, 4.7 a game. Westbrook is 4.0. Westbrook has, less, I guess, you could call it a less chance of turning the ball over than Harden. And in the playoffs, his scoring drop. Not too bad, but he's not the same Harden in the playoff as he's in the regular season. I mean, those are just facts. So, yeah. I mean, look, it is what it is. I'm excited for our Philly fan, man. Look, if Philly win the championship, I will go to Philly and celebrate in the parade with y'all. Hey, it is what it is. No love. Look, no love lost. All right. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm a Nets fan, because I'm from South Jersey. So I got to go for my boys, and I got to defend my boys regardless. But I still bleed green, but it is what it is. I like my Nets. I think they're a better team overall when healthy.
When healthy, I want to see both teams healthy at their best in the playoffs. That's what I want to see.
All right, so who would your 5 be in the playoffs? Like best 5, who would they be?
Right now, Maxey, Harden, Thibault, Harris, Embiid. 5.
All right. So our 5 would be KD, Kyrie.
Well, Kyrie, then Curry. I'd do it by positions.
So, okay, all right. Kyrie, Curry, KD, Ben Simmons, and Drummond. I would put those fives out there. So now you got 2 defensive-minded and then 3 shooters. 3 snipers, really. I mean, that could get hot from 3 like that.
But the spacing between Simmons and Drummond, we've seen that. The spacing is not good.
But y'all never had a Kyrie and KD.
We had a Redick. We had Marco Bellinelli. We had shooters. We had good shooters. It's just not.
Y'all never had a top 3 guy that could snipe like that in Philly. A sniper that could stretch the floor to be able to, hey, come up, pass it to Simmons, quick dump. And Simmons, to me, who's a better defender, Tybalt or Simmons? I asked you this yesterday, but I think you were a little lying to me. But I'm going to put you on the spot.
It was 2 days ago. Key said Tybalt. And for me, who's ever playing right now?
Who's a better defender?
Playing right now.
Simmons? But we're talking about a healthy lineup, though. We just went.
Oh, a healthy lineup. Healthy. Okay. I'm sorry about that. But healthy. Obviously, I'm taking Simmons for the defense. Obviously, but Tybalt, he's already defensive second team in his second year, so his defense is still skyrocketing.
I hear you, but we're talking about right now.
Right now, I said it.
All right. So once again, we good over here. Hey, we good over here in Brooklyn, man.
Well, no. KD did not quit on Golden State. No. He did not quit. He felt like he had enough. Like he did everything he could there. He wanted to go to Brooklyn and see if he could win without a super team. So he did not quit on anybody.
Yeah.
He quit on the Thunder. That's a different story. He quit on the Thunder.
What you mean? What?
Jimmy, yes. We had Jimmy, but he wasn't a sniper. No. James Harden is actually a top 4 all time in 3 points made. Behind Reggie Miller, Ray Allen. I don't know if Harden might have passed that last night, so 3.
Steph Curry. Stephen. Oh man.
Stephen Curry.
Ray
Allen. And then Harden will be 3, and then he would have passed Reggie Miller.
So, Kyrie literally quit on the Celtics.
Yeah, he did there.
I know.
He lied.
I never wanted Kyrie.
He lied.
He wasn't going to play her again. Pretty much.
Yeah. What?
No, and that's another thing. And y'all keep saying that our draft pick is going to be 32 because y'all hoping that y'all win the championship. Okay, all right.
All you guys got to do is trade those picks.
Look, I've been saying it all along. Brooklyn Nets are going to do exactly what the Rams did because they have enough pieces, and now they're just going to be so greedy and try to add more. And so those 2 first-round picks, they're going to give it to a team that's rebuilding just for a star. You know what I mean? Hey, even if that's throwing a player, but I'm telling you, Brooklyn is going to get a 3rd star this offseason. And they're going to leverage those picks because they don't need those picks. So that was an easy, and look, we might give y'all them 3 first-round picks. Our pick, and then the 2 picks y'all gave us for a star. Bradley Beal. Who knows?
Bradley Beal's going to resign. They already said it. He's going to resign.
Hey, I'm just trolling y'all. But hey, Bradley Beal might be available. Man, who else is going to be available?
Can someone explain to me why Tracy McGrady gets so much respect while Harden gets so much hate? Well, here's the thing. Harden made the top 75. McGrady didn't. So I think McGrady should have made that list over Harden. I mean, that's common sense here. You have Harden, Lillard, and Westbrook make it. Like, what?
But see,
over Tony Parker. Like, what?
Who? Wait. Who'd you say made it over Tony? Who?
Westbrook.
Okay. Well, he deserved it. Oh,
he deserved it.
I mean, if it's all about championships, then we could take a lot of people off that top 75.
I know.
But
you have Westbrook, Harden, and Lillard. They made it over McGrady and Parker.
Well,
so Westbrook, I can agree with you there.
And
I can agree with
Harden,
you on that.
I can see. No, I can see Harden, but Lillard, what has he like?
Lillard,
I don't
Klay
know.
Thompson did not make it either.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we're just seeing these guys now. 75 is like overall since 75 years. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could only pick so many guys over a 75-year NBA, you know?
I was being polite, Iverson Vlogs. I was being polite. Westbrook made my backdrop. So, he actually wants out. Westbrook wants out of LA now. I'm like,
well,
now,
I mean,
now you
no.
want out after the trade deadline?
Look, I feel bad for him though, man. Like,
I do
you know,
too.
for real though, man. I really feel bad for Westbrook, man, because he didn't actually come to a situation. I feel like he got catfish. And they told him, hey, Westbrook, you could play your game. Yeah, you could play the way you've been playing your whole career, which is like fast, 100% at a time, lobs and stuff like that. But then you got AD and LeBron. They all need to be in the exact same area that Westbrook is good at. With, inside a little circle, inside a paint.
Not Blue City, no. He's my Eagles brother. I was on his first ever show. No. Do not no.
Oh man. No. Hey, that would be the Lakers, actually, man. I think that would be the Lakers, man. Every year, man, they project.
Yeah, that's the Lakers. I agree with you on that, but no. Russ goes to the West. I can see that.
Yeah.
But I really think the Knicks are getting Zion.
But Zion, man.
I can see it because
he's killing me.
Reddish and RJ Barrett. All you got to do, Julius Randle and a player or two in the pick. It's fine. I'm telling you right now. Zion's going to the Knicks.
Okay, so where would Westbrook go? Because
he wants Westbrook. I think I don't want him here. Maybe the Nets to reunite with KD.
No, his money don't add up. Like, yo, this dude, his contract is only add up to a John Wall. Like, yo, that's his contract. Exactly what John Wall contract is. So, I mean, unless your team, that's a rebuilding team, you want your fans to come in the stadium to check out the team play, and you've been Westbrook in. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You're like, what? No. Oh my god. But anyways.
Well, lately they've been though. I mean, yo, that's the perfect analogy right there. The Yankees was like winning a lot, and then all of a sudden, man,
didn't they just win one? Didn't they just win one? The Yankees didn't they just win one a couple years ago?
No, I don't think so.
I really think they did.
No, because the Dodgers won a couple years. The Braves won last year. The year before.
Lindy loves the Braves one.
Yeah, me too.
You're a Braves fan?
I am.
I didn't know that. How does that work?
Chip. I don't know if you old enough to remember, but when I was little, man, I used to watch Highway Patrol. It's called Chips.
Yeah.
Right. The two motorcycle. That blonde-headed one, not punch, but the blonde one looked like Chipper Jones. So when I was little, I turned the TV on, because I wanted to watch sports. And I was like, wait, is that the – oh, my God, that's the – I was like, that's when I started liking the Braves because I thought that Chipper Jones was the Highway Patrol, character.
That's funny.
And
that's actually funny. That's funny. I like that.
So,
how do you like your coach and Steve Nash?
Steve Nash, to me, man,
for me, it's 50-50.
He's in a tough situation. He don't have all his players. He thought he had a system to run with the players he had, and now he's having to adjust on the fly. Last year, he did great last year. But this year is a whole different situation. So, I mean, I'm still up on the fence about him. Hey, how do y'all feel about Doc Rivers?
Right now, his rotations suck. I mean, he still hasn't learned a lesson last game if he watched it. I'm telling you right now. If Doc does not win it this year, I said this before. He's gone. I'm telling you, Doc is gone, and then Tobias Harris will be gone. That's my prediction. And I just see something on Twitter. Tyrese Maxey will go down better than Kyrie Irving. What?
People are so quick to compare players, man, after a couple good games. Like, it's so quick.
I don't do that.
Like, it's so quick, man. Kyrie Irving and James Harden, yes, people bash them because of their personality. Like
Right.
Kyrie Irving, yes, he wanted to be the alpha male. He went to the Celtics. He kind of like with the whole earth is flat thing, and he want to be his own person. And people took offense to that. James Harden, in the Houston thing, yes, he kind of quit on them and then went to Brooklyn. And now people see, I just think that these guys, these NBA players right now, like Kyrie, Harden, these are great players, man. I think both of these guys are top 10 easy in the league, maybe top 8, like Harden and Kyrie, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
So they are good. They're really good. I think that people bash them because of their personality sometimes. Like, people don't like quitters. Just like Ben, people don't like quitters. But I guarantee you, and that's why sports is so good. Redemption. Ben's come back. He shoot threes. Oh, my God. He go back to the Sixers 3 years later. He win him a championship like LeBron James with the Cavs.
Yeah. And I said this before. I'm a kind of guy where if it doesn't work one way, like Ben Simmons, for example, and he does great in another area, great. I'm happy for you. It just didn't work for us. I'm not one of these guys who holds a grudge. And Big Play Slays here. How are your Lakers doing, buddy?
What's up?
Yeah. I could name 20 current players better than Kyrie. No,
that's not true. No way. As a matter of fact, put your list down, Lucas. I want to see and I want to see 20 and Kyrie 21. Go ahead. I want to see this list.
I want to see it too.
Because I'm curious, man.
Now, would you put LeBron James in the top 10 right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely.
I saw someone on TikTok that said no.
But now
Rudy Gobert over him. I'm like, bro,
no.
I don't trust TikTok when it comes to like takes or whatever.
LeBron James is 37 years old, man, and he's averaging 25.
How would you feel if Ben Simmons quit on in Brooklyn?
Look, I feel the same way I feel about James Harden. I'm like, okay, I don't like quitters, but I won't call him trash. And that's where I had the big issue. Like, he's not trash. He's a quitter, but as a player, he's not trash. His skill set is still there. He's still, a 3-time All-Star, 5 years in the league. Like, and you have to put some respect on his name. But he's a quitter, but he's not trash. And that was my whole thing with the Sixer fans. Oh my God, he's trash. We got Harden. But Harden, if you call Ben Simmons trash for quitting, then Harden should be called trash for quitting on 2 teams back-to-back years. But you're not saying that. You're saying he's like the next coming. Oh my God, hallelujah, Jesus. Harden is here. We winning championships. Like, what?
I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I know a lot of content creators, like behind the scenes, we talk.
Oh, man.
Seriously, like that. I'm like, dude, no. I have the Heat and the Suns in the finals, and I have the Suns winning it.
The Heat and the Suns? Wow.
Heat and the Suns right now. Who do you got?
Oh, shoot, not the Heat, man. Like,
I got the Heat.
No, out of truth, man. It's not even biased, man. I either have Sixers or Brooklyn. I still think, or the Bucks, man. Hey, don't sleep on the Bucks, especially they got Ibaka at the trade deadline.
Yeah, the Bucks too.
So I will put any of those 3 teams in the finals over the Heat. I mean, no disrespect.
No,
I would.
That's fine. I got it. But I was watching this YouTube video of Colin Cowherd giving his confidence level for each NBA team in the playoffs. Guess where he put the Nets to make it to the finals and win?
Well, I haven't watched that show, so I would say
I don't watch it. I just saw a clip of it.
I would say fourth odds first because
Collison
they
won.
believe
He had
in
Sixers at an 8. He had Sixers at an 8.
Sixers at wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. A
Yeah, for
scale from
from
1
1
to
to 10
10.
for his confidence in that certain team on where if they're going to win the championship or not, how confident is he feeling? And he had the Sixers at 8 out of 10. And he had Brooklyn 1 out of 10. He had Phoenix 10 out of 10. He had the Lakers who broke the scale. Like, that's not even a chance. He had the Bucks at a 6.
Okay, all right.
And
Okay, all right. So the higher number, the better chance they have. Okay,
yeah.
Because I thought that you said, hey, that Brooklyn was number 1.
No.
You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
from 1 to 10.
Wow.
1 to
Okay,
10.
I mean,
He had them at the 1.
I mean, yeah, that's the same guy that had the Eagles finishing 4-14 last year too.
And he had no.
13.
Wait, that was him. Yes.
Yeah, that was him.
Who was the guy that had Jalen Hurts in the off of the top 40 list?
Oh, man,
I forget his name.
Pat McAfee or something. McKay, whatever that.
That's not
name
Pat
is.
McAfee, is it? No, I don't think it's him. I forget who it is.
Oh,
and this is the guy that said that Devontae Adams is not a top 10 player in this league.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, the Bucks have been playing not the best basketball, but yes, if they Chris Sims, thank you.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I mean,
Slay actually put his own list.
It says KD,
Giannis, Braun, Embiid, Curry, Harden, Jokic, Doncic, Tatum, Booker, Mitchell, Butler, DeRozan, Morant, Trae Young, Jaylen Brown. That's 19, bro.
Okay, well, all right. So you playing? All right. So Kyrie. So
yeah, I'm gonna pull up his list again.
Let's see. When playing a full, who would you be scared of? Kyrie or Jaylen Brown? Kyrie or DeMar DeRozan?
DeMar DeRozan right now.
Well, I mean, but I'm just if we're going right now because Kyrie don't play in the league. Like he played like 6 games.
KD, LeBron, Embiid,
AD, get the AD off the damn list. Get him off the list. If you're gonna put
AD, Harden, Mitchell, Booker, Curry, Lillard. I mean,
Kawhi, Paul George. Oh man, I'm done.
Paul George is out.
Kawhi, and Kawhi been out since last playoff. So come on, stop it.
I can agree on DeRozan right now. I can agree on John Morant right now. I can agree on Trae Young to an extent. So, but Paul George is out. You don't even have Kawhi on there. Well, good.
Even Lillard, man. Even Lillard. If those two are playing, I'll pick Kyrie over Lillard all day because his ball skills is way better than Lillard's. But Lillard, hey, look, he got clutch genes with the 3 and stuff like that, But Kyrie, there's no way Uncle Drew. Look, he's top. Look,
that was a good
top
movie,
10.
though. That was a good
Uncle
movie.
Drew.
That was good, yeah. That's why I didn't put Kawhi and AD. Yep, I agree with you there. But, I mean, come on now. No.
Yeah, it's all right, Lucas. Hey, you tried, Lucas. I give you
give me your top 10 for this year, and then we'll end it off right there. Give me your top 10 for this year.
My top 10. All right, pull up that list. Let me see. Pull up that list. Yeah, pull up whichever list you want because I think a lot of them got the same player. Really.
Yeah.
My number 1 player this year, which should be my MVP, and just based off his size.
Don't be that.
Based off his height, based off the fact that without this dude on this team, they are irrelevant regardless the record without him. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid 1. Embiid 1. Okay. Morant. Ja is 2 for me.
I like that.
2. DeRozan is 3.
Okay.
Now let's put DeRozan.
No Jokic yet. Wow.
No Jokic yet. I definitely put Booker. I put Booker 4. Jokic
Damn.
5. Yeah, Jokic 5.
Jokic, okay.
Yeah, so he's in my top 5. So that's a good side top 5. Let me see. Luka, Giannis, KD. Because hey, he missed 21 games, so I gotta knock him for that too. He missed 21 games. Let me see. LeBron is in my top 10.
So he's like 8, 7, 8.
Yeah, I mean, look, to be in top 10 at 37 years old, man, yeah, that's amazing. Because with all this young talent, and then the 10th one is just like you just throw it up, really. I mean, like Giannis should definitely be in the top 5.
Did you put KD on there?
I put KD like 7 or something because he's hurt, but he was number 1 before he got hurt.
Yeah.
But he missed, he missed 21 games. I did say Booker, I did put Booker up there. So it's really hard. This has been a year where it's like you don't know who's the clear, like that dude, that number 1. How do
you have Ja at 6?
I mean, that's just based off the season.
I have Ja higher. So I got Embiid. I got Ja at 2nd. I got Giannis, Jokic, DeMar. I'll put Luka there at 7. At 6. I got Bron at 7. I'll put KD at 8 because of his injuries. Who else am I forgetting here?
Curry.
Curry is 9. Yeah, that's sad. I thought Curry would be up higher, but and I said DeMar, right? Yeah, I said DeMar. Last one you can put whoever you want. Harden. I'm putting Harden at 10.
And I just think it's just look, the top 10 could change from game to game, week to week. I mean, you can have a top 10 if you're just going off of this year alone, man. You could just go back and forth. And just like the MVP, man, the MVP to me, it's just one of them things where I'm like, hey, anybody could be an MVP. Who's next, right? Who hasn't got the MVP? Raise your hand. All right. Hey, you got it this year. I mean, that's what the MVP is coming down to. It's really not like who's the best player no more. It's like who's hot at the time. Because if Ja Morant, the last, probably month or 2, he's climbed up the MVP. But what happened from start to finish nowadays? You start and you be consistent all year long. Like you've been balling. Like the MVP to me, hey, man, it could be like a 1-month award, a 2-month award. Some days. I don't know.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it here. I gotta eat dinner. I got another show on at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be on the Washington Commanders channel. So, and JC's got a show at 8 o'clock on his. Go check him out. He's a great guy. Congrats on monetization again. Congrats on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys, just make sure you subscribe to both of us. We're both on the road to 2K. And yeah, guys, we'll catch you all later. Peace.
Go.